Hey folks, CA Rachna Ranade here, and I welcome you all to finally the lecture, which was the most awaited lecture. I'm sorry for that. I took a long time to record this one. I can give loads of excuses, but I don't want to give you any sort of excuses. Please accept my apologies for this. But so finally, I'm recording the Elliot wave theoretical lecture. What have we done about this Elliot wave during our TA 2.0 is what I want to quickly revise for you, right? We had said that yes, Mr. Ralph Elliot was a person who came up with this Elliot wave theory, and he said that like C waves have a specific pattern. Our market waves or our market movement also has a specific pattern. Okay, and this person tried to identify these patterns, and he tried to come up with his own theory about how the market moves. Okay, for that he said that if market is going up, that will not continue forever. There will be some sort of correction. So whatever trend is going on, let us say currently market is in an uptrend, then this will be called as the impulsive trend or the impulsive wave. But this will not go on and on and on forever. There will be some sort of correction that we can expect. Okay, then how much would be the correction? What has he given the names to these waves or not? Exactly, that is what we are going to discuss in today's video. So what are the names? What are the rules for that? And we are also going to practically test it with the help of one practical example. Let's see either on Nifty or Bank Nifty. Okay, one more very important point that when I was teaching you the lecture, the TA 2.0 course, at that time, Elliot wave was in the beta version, right? It was available for anyone who was using TradingView software, TradingView platform, and that was not only for the paid users, right? But now what they have done, beta testing is over. They have actually come up with the final product of Elliot wave. Now they have, they made it available only for the paid users. Okay, so just in case, so you have two options again. If you want to become a paid user for that, where can you find the link? I'll give you the link in the notes at the end of all the theoretical notes. Same PDF only, you'll get the link for TradingView there. And number two, if you don't want to pay for that, then is there any option? Can we actually draw the Elliot wave in TradingView instead of TradingView? Answer is again yes. So both things we are going to learn. So as of now, let me share my screen and let me take you to some important points, right? Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so we did talk about impulsive trends. So for example, wave 1, so the nomenclature part now, wave 1, a little bit of correction, wave 2, a little bit of correction, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is what? This is an uptrend, clear cut uptrend, right? So here you can see high, higher high, and again a higher high. So this one, he calls these waves as what? Impulsive waves. And then these waves, he calls them as corrective waves. Okay, now important point is that, are there any rules as to how big can be wave 1, how big can be wave 2, or how big can be wave 1, how big can be wave 3, wave 5? And if I'm talking about wave 2 and wave 4, if there's a correction, then how much can they correct? Entire rules have been formed by Mr. Elliot. Now I'll tell you, this is not any law as such, okay, it is his theory. And this theory has been used by various other experts. They have made their own interpretation of this. And you will see that at least 5 to 6 theories I could find by myself. So what we have done is that we have used the theory based on the NCFA modules. Okay, so you should understand that where to match whatever we are learning, that is as per the NCFA modules, right? So first, let's understand certain rules for impulsive waves. Okay, now what could be the impulsive waves? So I want you to focus on this. If you remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is for impulsive wave. Now wave 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of the first wave. Now for that, if you see here in our own diagram, the pictorial, this is just an example, right? I will take you to actual example of Bank Nifty also, and there we will also test. But right now just a pictorial representation. This wave 2. Did it go below wave 1? No. Then I can say okay, then wave 2 formation is correct. Okay. Then it is saying that wave 3 should never be the shortest out of 1, 3, 5, and wave 3 confirmation comes after it crosses wave 1. So now you see here, wave 3 ka length, this length. Is this shortest amongst wave 1 and wave 5? Answer is no. Apparently to our eyes, wave 1 seems to be the shortest. Okay, so what is the rule for wave 3? Wave 3 cannot be the shortest, number 1. And how can I understand that wave 3 is being formed? Because see, right now you have this entire picture, but assume that here we are today. Okay, assume that whatever you can see to the right side of there, this entire part, assume this is not visible to you right now. Okay, so how can you understand that this is wave 3 in formation or not? The moment it crosses this, so just to give you an example for this, let me just draw this pattern. Okay, so the moment it crosses this part, then I can say, the moment it crosses this, then I can say that yes, now wave 3 is in formation. Simple clear. So two rules for wave 3. Wave 3 cannot be the shortest. And number 2, it is being formed when it crosses the top of wave 1. Okay. Any other rule for this? So yes, it is said that wave 4 should not overlap with the price territory of wave 1. Now here you can see that if I were to again extend this. Okay, my drawing is amazing, everyone knows that. But assume this is a straight line. There are waves in my straight line also. Okay, but assume this is a straight line. Then what does he say? He says that it should not fall, wave 4 territory should not fall within the territory of wave 1. Now this is the territory of wave 1. Basically below this line. Wave 4 should not drop below this line. If it does, then our count is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count is wrong. We have to check for some other wave. Simple clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all clear. Fantastic. Now what we are going to do? We are going to go to TradingView and then try and understand a practical example of how this works, right? So here we are at Bank Nifty chart, and well, just to give you an example now, what we are going to do, I'm going to try and plot wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But where do we get it? Just below the brush you can see this T and this entangled thing, whatever you can see. It has XAPD pattern, and here you can see Elliot impulsive wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now what I have done is that let me okay, March 20 was the corona low, but assuming this is like one of the lowest points. If I don't want to take this, the next low I can see is either this or this is almost same level. I can take it from 21st, 22nd May. If you feel that you should be taking the low from March, you can try and do that. You just have to see whether all the rules, whatever we have learned about, are fitting into it or not. So what I'm going to do right now, I'll just try and take the March 20 as an exception. I'm going to ignore that right now because that was the lowest most point. I'm going to take the next lowest, that is May, and let us try and plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the impulsive waves, right? So from here, I'm going to plot it. So I just click there. Then I think this is the highest point. Okay. So this seems to be the highest point. Okay. So I've again clicked where I have to end 1. Okay. Now I'm going to take it down till here roughly. Okay. So 2 again, just to ensure that 2 is being plotted, I'm going to again click on that. Okay. Then before this dip, okay, let us take around 20th, 21st, whatever. Try and plot the high. Okay. Then this seems to be the low. Okay. And then around 16th, 5th, this high. Alright. So if I were to draw this is my own. We can maybe just adjust this. I'll have to zoom in a little bit. Just give me 1 second if I can adjust this a little bit better. Okay. So the third wave, it has not properly touched it. Okay, now it is touching it. Perfect. Okay, you can make all these corrections later, right? So ensuring that proper bodies of the candles are matched or not. Now let's quickly again try and revise whatever we studied till now. What were the rules? Whatever we learned for the levels. First things first, we said that this wave 2 cannot go below this base part. Has it gone below it? No, it has not. So okay, wave 2. Okay, fantastic. Wave 3 is not the shortest in our example. Of course, wave 3 is not the shortest. It seems that this wave 5 is the shortest. Okay, and finally, one more point we said that how do we come to know that wave 3 is being formed? Has it gone above this? So if I were to draw, we call it edge. Sure. The moment it has crossed from this, I can say, okay, yes, wave 3 is being formed, right? And finally, we said that wave 4 should not overlap the wave 1 territory. So where does the wave 1 territory end? Dot H. So wave 4 should not have gone below this. Okay, if this be so, am I all set? Answer is yes. So I hope you have understood how did I plot all these. Again, as I mentioned, if you want, you can try drawing it by yourself. Take your own waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just ensure that all these rules are being followed. Okay. Now these are the base rules. Now we have to understand the rules from the Fibonacci level perspective. That if it want to correct, by what percentage it can correct. So we want to understand Fibonacci rules not only for waves 2, 4, or whatever. We are also going to understand the next set. If you remember, all this was what impulsive. Then we have also going to corrective ABC. So we are also going to understand Fibonacci rules for ABC as well as the these how much percentage it can go up and all that. Okay. So for that, first let me just stop sharing training. We will go back to our presentation. Alright, now that you have understood the basic rules about impulsive waves, you have understood the rules about wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to try and understand what are the Fibonacci rules for that. Okay. Before I move on to this, let me clarify one or two important points. One is that while you would draw it, as I mentioned, you can draw it using the tool, or if you want to have a paid version, you can directly go ahead with the paid version. How does that work? That also I'm going to show. Okay. Number two important point, like I said right now, you can connect the bodies of the candle, but there is also one more school of thought. They say that it's okay. You can also connect the wick of the candle. Okay. So will the results change a little bit? Yes, but then again you have to try and understand whether the waves that I have drawn, whether they also fit into the Fibonacci rules or not. If they fit into it, and if you have drawn the wick of the candle, it's okay. If they don't fit into the Fibonacci rules, means somewhere your wave calculation has to be again changed. Okay. Now let's understand first and foremost rules for wave 2 and wave 4. Why? Because understand wave 1 is going to go upwards, again 3 and 5. 1, 3, 5 are going to go upwards, right? See this? Wave 1, 3 and 5 go upward. What is about wave 2 and wave 4? What is the similarity? Both waves 2 and waves 4 talk about the retracement, correct? Now what are the rules for that? Fibonacci rules. Wave 2 is either 50% or 61.8% retracement of wave 1. In simple words, once market starts going up, everyone is going to be like, now done, it's going to go up and up and up, and then market starts cooling off. It starts going down, 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 down to what level? To a level where people start losing faith in whatever is happening. Okay, so it says it should ideally go to half of the first wave, that is 50% retracement, or a little bit more than that is 61.8% retracement. Simple to yes, that is for wave 2. What is the scenario for wave 4? Wave 4 will also again be a retracement wave, but this wave 4 will be a retracement. This wave 4 will be a retracement of what? Of course, wave 3 can retracement over. And can retrace to what? It can retrace to either 23.6% or 38.2% or 50% or 61.8%. So basically, wave 4 market will start going down, but it could be a smaller retracement. Again, it will start moving up like 23.6% or a little bit more retracement, and then goes up or 50% or 61%, and then it starts going up. Okay. So I hope wave 2 and wave 4 are very much clear. We are going to test all these rules again in our Bank Nifty example also, but I hope 2, 4 are clear. Now we'll go to 3 and 5. Okay, what is the rule for wave 3? Wave 3 is either 161.8% or 261.8% or 423% of wave 1. So whatever is the length of wave 1, basically wave 3 has to be greater than wave 1, because here if you see, it starts with 161%. It doesn't say it will be smaller than wave 1. And if you remember, I also told you that wave 3 cannot be shortest, right? So it has to be ideally bigger than wave 1, but how much? By at least 161.8% or 261.8% or 423%. Okay, how do we draw this? Because in Fibonacci, we will get 50%, 61%, 23, 30 again. But this is called as Fibonacci extension. Okay, how to use that? Everything I'm going to show you on indoor trading. Okay, so first, right now, just understand the rules. And what is the rule for wave 5? Wave 5, it says again, there could be multiple possibilities. Either it could be equal to wave 1, so basically 1 or 1.618 times or 2.618 times. Like here we said, it could be 160. By the percentage or times, it's the same. No difference. So it could be either 1.618 times or 2.618 times or 4.23. Uske bajay, what are we saying? It could be either same or 1.618 or it could be or it could be 2.618 times. Simple to clear. Okay. Now let's go to trading view and then let's understand how does this work. So here we are back on the Bank Nifty chart, and now what we're going to do, we are going to try and understand whether our Fibonacci rules are fitting here or not. Okay. So first things first, we'll check for wave 2 the retracement wave and wave 4 also the retracement wave, right? So what we're going to do is Alt F. I'm going to see from wave 1 bottom to top. So basically here bottom to top, but I will extend it so that I can get to know what happens with wave 2. Okay. So I'm just extending anyways. Just taking it to the top. I'm trying to. Yes, okay. See here basically I've joined it from here to here, okay, and I just extended my arrow. Now, as I mentioned, it should be how much retracement? 50% or what? 50% or 61.8%. A little bit here and there, it's okay, right? So here let's try and see. 61.8% retracement is 20,318, and here we can see the lows almost around that level. So yes, has it around the 61.8% retracement level? Yes. So can I say wave 2 rule is satisfied? Answer is yes. Okay. Now let's try and find out for wave 4 retracement. Wave 4 will be retracement for what? It should be a retracement for wave 3. So again, Alt F. I'm going to join the lowermost point here. Sorry, Alt F. Lowermost point here to ideally here, right? To the topmost point here 3. But again, just so that I can get to know about wave 4, I'm just going to extend it like this. So basically till here. Okay. Now what did I say? Wave 4 retracement can be either 23.6% or 38.2% or it could be 50% or it could be 61.8%. Now if I were to zoom in here, you can see that retracement is 23.6%. So has this wave also honored our theory? Yes, absolutely. So now that we have checked for wave 2 and wave 4 retracements, now we have to check for what? We have to check for wave 3 and wave 5. But now what we want to do is wave 3, we said we have to compare it with the wave 1 length, correct? And wave 1 it can be 1.618 times or 2.618 times or 4.23, okay, right? So for that what we are going to do is we are going to use a different trend-based wave extension, okay? So again, how do I use this? Pay attention, this is the first time we are going to use this, okay? The lowermost point here, I'm going to click, take it to the uppermost point of 1, correct? I'm going to click here again. But is wave 3 starting from this point? No, wave 3 starting from the end of wave 2, right? So we have to calculate the length of wave 3 from what? From this level, from the wave 3 start we have to calculate. So now again I'm going to pull my cursor here. So ideally I should stop here, okay? I will stop here if you want. But then how do I calculate this? So for that, for ease of purpose, I'm now just going to drag it to the right. Yes. I hope you have understood this. I'll redraw this again for your benefit. But here you can see now wave 3 ka ekdam topmost point. What can you see? It is at 1.618. So is this level also properly satisfied? Answer is yes. So wave 3 also take mark. But again, let me tell you the logic one more time because we did this for the very first time. See, we have to calculate wave 3 in comparison with wave 3 in comparison with wave 1. But where is the wave 3 starting? Is it starting from here? Wave 3 is starting from here. So what we are going to do? We are going to do Fibonacci extension. We take wave 1 ka starting point, click. Wave 1 ka ending point, click again, left click again. And I cannot count 3 from here. I have to count it from the starting point of 3. So I'm going to click here again, starting point. Okay. But so that I can match it with 3, I'm just going to extend it. And here you can see very clearly at 1.618 it has honored. Okay. So I hope you have understood for wave 3 as well. Now we're going to check for wave 5. Okay. Wave 5 again what? Wave 5 is in comparison with what? Again, it's in comparison with wave 1 only. Right? So how do I do it? So same thing. I'm going to calculate from wave 1 to wave start. So wave 1 start to wave 1 end. Okay. Am I going to take it here? No, I don't want to calculate for wave 3. I have to calculate for wave 5. So I'm going to take it to the starting point of wave 5. But again, just for ease, I'm going to drag it to the right so that it will be easier for me. I have not turned on the magnet, so manually. Right. Okay. Now if you remember, wave 5 was how much? Either it could have been 1 or 1.618 or 2.618, right? So for that, if you see here, wave 5 is exactly 1. You can see here, wave 5 is 1 times of wave 1. I hope you understood this rule as well. So we calculated wave 3 and wave 5 in comparison with wave 1. Which tool did we use? Okay, so if you want to listen to this carefully, and if you want to even pause and write it in your notes also, it can be important. So one last time, we calculated wave 3 and wave 5. Fibonacci retracement of Fibonacci extension. We calculated Fibonacci extension. So wave 3, we compared the extension with wave 1. Wave 5 also we compared the extension with wave 1. Okay, for wave 2 and 4, did we use extension? No. What did we use? We used retracement. Correct? So with all these, I hope you have understood Fibonacci rules for wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So with that, now let us move on with the rules for ABC. Alright, so here are the rules for the corrective waves. Now you see here, what is the basic important point? The basic important point is that ABC correction should not go below the low of wave 4. Okay, so if I were to just hand draw a normal ABC for you, so let us say A, B, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then starts ABC, right? So A, B, and C. So now what am I trying to tell you? If you remember, this is like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and C. So this is the low of wave 4. Okay, I'm hand drawing it, so please excuse me. This is the line. Okay, so A, B, C in totality. This should not go below what? This should not go below wave 4. So in my hand drawn amazing drawing, is it going below wave 4? No. So is the first rule satisfied? Answer is yes. Okay. Now what do we have to understand? Wave A is either 23.6% or 38.2% retracement of wave 5. Okay. So whatever is the wave 5 is current retracement. How much it should be? Either 23.6% or 38.2%. Right now we can't measure it. To measure that, we're going to use the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay. Now what is the rule for wave B? Wave B should either be 50% retracement or 61.8% retracement of what? A. So this B retracement again should be how much? Either 50 or 61.8 of A. Right. So again, how to measure it? We're going to use the Fibonacci tool in trading view. And finally, it says that C is either 1.618 times or 2.618 times of wave A. So whatever is wave A is 1.618 or 2.618 of wave A. Now the moment I'm saying 1.61 or 2.61, we are going to use Fibonacci extension. Okay. Now we are going to quickly go to trading view and try and understand how would this work. Till now we have only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. So we have done only till. Just zoom out so that you get a picture again. Okay. So what have we done till now? We have talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have to understand how to draw A, B, C. Correct. So for that, let me again zoom in so you will get a clear image. Okay. So now here again I'm going to Elliot wave impulsive. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever we do right now. Now we are going to go to what? Elliot wave correction. That is A, B, C. Okay. Where will our correction start? Where the impulse wave 5 has ended. Correct. So here I'll start somewhere around what? 16th of February. Okay. And from here I'll go down till maybe here 26th of February roughly. Okay. So here I can see one down trend. A small up move from here is what I can see somewhere around. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to watch through the cursor, but let's say around 12th of March here, and right, and then oh my god, till here, almost 12th of April, till here. Okay, now just see, let's see the entire Elliot wave. Aapko dekhi once. How does it look like? Exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C. Now we have already tested whether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is correct or not. Now what do we have to test? Whatever I do right now, A, B, C, is this fitting into the Fibonacci rules or not? So for that, if you remember, A retracement was how much? Either 23.6% or 38.2% retracement of what? Of wave 5. So again, I'm going to do Alt F from the lowermost point to the topmost point of 5, but just for ease of purpose, I'm going to extend it here. Okay. Now if you see how much is A correct retracement, here you can see point A. Point A is exactly 38.2% correct retracement. Will it be exact? No. Sometimes it will be a little bit above it, a little bit below it maybe, but it cannot be drastically above or below it. Okay. So A rule satisfied? Answer is yes. Now let's understand what was the rule for B. Now B should be again a retracement of what? B should be a retracement of A, and how much retracement of A? It should be either 50% or 61.8%. So if I want to check that, so A starts here, A started here, A ended here. Correct. Now I'm just going to draw, take it to the right. Just trying to be a little bit accurate. I've not turned on the magnets. Okay, I think this is fair enough. Okay. Now you can see here B retracement is at what? This is 0, 23, 38. This is 50%, 36,000. No, 36,570. Yes, this is at 61.8% retracement. Here you can see. Correct? How much of khichdi? I'll just again zoom so that you get it. See, this B is at what? 61.8% retracement. So is this also fitting into the lines? Is it fitting into our Fibonacci rules? Yes, no doubt about that. Now final one pending is what? Final one pending is C. Now what was the rule for C? C we said should be 1.618 times or 2.618 times of what? Of A. Now what we're going to do is that now for this we will have to use the Fibonacci extension tool, right? So again I'm going to go here, trend based Fibonacci extension. Okay, where did the A wave start? It started here, ended here, correct? But wait, am I going to check it from here? No. Where did the wave C start? Wave C started here, correct? Where we ended, that's where wave C started. So again I'm going to click here. But again, just for us to understand, now I'm going to extend this to C. Okay. Now what can you see here? Wave C is somewhere between 1.618. It has gone down and again it is retracing from here. So as I mentioned, it's not exactly here. But anyways, even if it were to go down a little bit, we have gap till 2.618. So can I say this is still satisfying? Absolutely yes. So I hope you have understood for A and B both. What did we use? We used Fibonacci retracement normal. And for C, what did we use? We used Fibonacci extension. Alright, all in all, I hope you have understood how to use these tools very easily. So we used number 1 from here. We used Elliot wave impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we used Elliot correction ABC. Then from here we used Fib retracement or Fib extension. Okay, all these were what? If you were to hand draw. Okay, now if you don't want to hand draw, if you want everything ready-made, are ready-made things also available for us? Answer is yes. Now we did talk about all examples of Nifty banks. Let's try for Nifty. For Nifty, if I want to have a ready-made Elliot wave for me, what do I do? Go to indicators. Type Elliot wave chart pattern updated. If you remember when we recorded it in the classroom, it was Elliot wave chart pattern beta. Okay, now this is updated. How can I say this? Logic is very simple. I have a paid version, right? Okay, so how does this go? Okay, just zoom out a bit. So it is showing multiple possibilities of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or it doesn't come from September. Okay, so this is the wave 1. Let's follow the blue line only. Okay, this is wave 1, then wave wave 4, and then wave 5. Okay, this is the wave 5, blue, orange, whatever. Wave 5 is completed on the same time frame, that is December 2022. Okay, now as per them, A is done. A is also done. So ideally we should see a bounce, and that's what we are seeing right now. Kind of a bounce is what we are seeing right now. And they say that this could probably, so now you can see a difference. What are these actual proper lines? Yes, and what are these? These are dotted lines. So they're saying that once C starts forming, then only we'll conclude that okay, B was actually till here only. What we did right now for magnetic, we pulled down historical data, right? This is actual real time. So they're saying till here it is okay. A is also formed according to us. It has started giving a bounce back now. Okay. B is what they're saying maybe till here it will be formed. But if you remember, B was what? B was ideally 50% retracement or 61.8% retracement. So possible that it can go a little bit above from here also. And then maybe C will start. And C they're saying again, C is what? Either 1 or 1.618. And ideally we said as per our theory, NCFM theory, it could also be 2.618 also. So even if we say 1.618, lower target. So this because of the ready-made tool. They're saying that as per their charting of Elliot wave, 15,436 or 15,500 could be the lowest possibility as per wave C. So those people who are saying that, we feel that Nifty can go down till what? As per Elliot wave theory, as per the TradingView premium version, they're saying that C wave could go to 15,500 possible. Okay, but I hope you have understood how Elliot theory works, how Elliot wave theory works, and I also try to tell you all the rules, and I also try to tell you the simplified version. If you want to upgrade for upgrade version, this is the ready-made available for you, right? Again, I would want to stop where I started by again with an apology. I know this was not a long one. I hardly maybe I'm recording for the last half an hour. But sometimes we just keep on procrastinating things. So delaying is not good. I totally understand. But I'm at least happy that it is here, at least in the month of February. So I hope you enjoyed watching this one. And if you have any other suggestions, of course, I hope, or if you have any doubts, I hope you know our WhatsApp number also. It's 7447682586. You can drop in your WhatsApp, and my team will be happy to help you with your queries. Right? I hope you enjoyed this one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind.